what sorts of behaviors do you think that husband material guy is looking for in a woman? What
I
sort of
know.
character traits? What kind of behaviors? What sorts of skills do you need?
You know what I need to work on? Like I'm so argumentative and I'm so like feisty.
No, you
So,
don't say.
you
I had
know,
no
if you didn't
idea.
pick up on it,
Hmm.
Yeah.
I'm just a
Okay, so
bitch
there's that.
sometimes.
Okay, so there's that.
Yeah.
Good.
No.
So you've identified
But
that. Okay.
that's why like I attract betas. By the way, my exes have been like all like very sweet and very nice and loving and like, they took care of me financially, but that's
Yeah.
why I attract beta bitches because I'm a bitch. And I'm
Well,
like,
I mean, you said you wanted a dude basically to boss you around and tell you what you're allowed to do and what
I
you're
mean,
not
at
allowed
some
to
point, you sound like the kind of gal that needs a guy to basically say, "Look, shut the fuck up,"
yeah.
Yeah.
right?
do. Fair.
Exactly.
In a respectful way, but
Respectfully, shut the fuck up.
respectfully, just shut the fuck up, right? Like that's a conversation I think that you're probably going to hear at some point if you're going to push back. And I mean, if you're dealing with a guy that's older than you, 10, 15 years older, you're going to have to follow his lead. Like, is that something that you can do, right? Are you able to look at his life and say to the man, hey, what can I do to be useful to make your life easier? What can I do to help you out? Right.
So I think I'm like that, like in the beginning of the relationship, and naturally, I don't know why, but like I try them and and they let me get away with stuff. And it's
can
like
tell
you
you why.
gotta not let me do that.
Yeah.
That will run
Yeah,
you.
it's
Call
testing
the
the
shit
guy.
test.
Yeah.
You're testing the guy to see what he's made of, to see if he can put up with your bullshit.
Yeah, and they usually fall. All of them fall.
They will usually fail because they don't know what it is that you're doing. They don't know how to tell you to shut the fuck up, basically. Right. So like you're gonna have a hard time finding that guy. He's rare. He's rare.
Yeah.
I know that you think that there's like an army of them in some remote state somewhere in the fucking mountains, and they're breeding them by like the dozens on a daily basis and cloning these guys. But it's really not like that. They're
We're trying to
very,
make 'em.
very rare.
We're trying to
Right?
make them. Trust me.
And we have a fucking course that lays out, we have a 30-hour course that lays out step by step everything that you need to know. And guys still don't fucking listen.
Mhm.
Right. So the guy that you're looking for, that we're trying to prep for gals like you, they are very rare. So don't think for a minute that you've got runway into the future, into forever, and that he'll just show up. Because if you want that perfect avatar that you're describing, you've got to be the perfect gal for him. You can't be the mouthpiece. You have to be able to look at him and examine his life and say, hey, it looks like you need help with this. What can I do to be useful? And then compliment his life. One of the other things that guys do not have any patience for at that caliber is disrespect, right? So you have to learn how to be respectful to a man. And at the same time, you don't want to tolerate any disrespect or physical abuse or any of that nonsense either, too, right? Yeah. But that should go without saying. But there's a little bit of that preparedness that you have to put yourself in. And you also have to put yourself on discount. Like, you have to understand, you're not perfect. You've been married, you've got a kid, you've been engaged. You know what I mean? Like, there's some baggage that comes along with that too.
Well, I can't kill my kid and shit, so like I gotta keep him. So he's gonna have to just roll with the punches.
I was nowhere near talking about that. I was not even in the same ballpark as that. I
fucking eliminate the kid.
I'm sad to hear you say those words, but okay.
Yeesh.
All right, guys, I really hope that you enjoyed that clip. If you want to check out the full-length podcast episode, you can find that right over here. Also, make sure you visit my website over here where you'll find my supplements, the opportunity to book me privately one-on-one for coaching, and most importantly, my new School of Unplugging, which you'll find on the courses tab. Newer to the channel, hit subscribe.